L'amour. L'amour indeed. Hello everyone, Marc Daniel Patrick here, musical theater coach. Thank you so much for taking time to check out the channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you can find me on Instagram at Marc Daniel Patrick, and we have officially launched one-on-one masterclass training. To book a class, you can go to marcdanielpatrick.com. Originally released in 2001, Moulin Rouge reinvigorated the movie musical genre. As someone who was just starting his musical theater training at the time, this jukebox-style musical almost gave us inspiration that the career we had chosen could really be seen and accepted on the global stage. The movie showed producers that musicals do have a place in film, and audiences are screaming to see it. Moulin Rouge paved the way for the next 7 years, which saw blockbuster films such as Chicago, Phantom of the Opera, The Producers, Rent, and in 2007 alone, Dreamgirls, Sweeney Todd, Hairspray, Once, and Across the Universe all hit the big screen. Now almost 20 years overdue, Justin Levine and Alex Timbers finally bring Moulin Rouge to Broadway, and today we're taking a look at 2020 Tony nominees Karen Olivio and Tveit as they perform their hit song, Come What May.
Never knew I could feel like this, like I'd never seen the sky before. I want to vanish inside your kiss.
First of all, vanish inside your kiss. I absolutely love that line. Just the sentiment that, kissing someone makes you disappear. Is there a better love line than that? I don't think so. But small thing here, but I absolutely love it, is Tveit opening up to the audience. You can kind of get a sense of what his face is doing. I think I haven't talked about it a lot on this channel, but back in the day, and definitely growing up for me in the world of theater, there was always this golden rule of you don't turn your back to the audience, right? So the fourth wall is there, but you never turn your back to that fourth wall. And the point of that is to really keep your face open and allow the audience to really see what's happening and what you're expressing on your face. Nowadays, I think it's sort of shifted to it's a little bit more acceptable to just play the scene in reality. And if you happen to turn your back to the audience, that's just what is required in that moment. And you're just playing with the characters that are on stage in the scene with you. For me personally, I've seen a lot of shows now where we've gone too far to ignoring that the audience is even there, and we're not allowing them to see that expression and really see what's happening on our face. Aaron here, you can see he's delivering every love line he can to Satine, to Karen here, but he does give us that slight little opening to allow us to really see what's on his face. The Hamilton musical recently on Disney really gave us that filmed version and those close-ups of Leslie Odom Jr. Really, seeing him act and seeing him express through his character, which really gives you a new insight into how talented these actors really are. This one here, I love that he's just opening up. You just want to, it's very subtle. It doesn't need to be a lot. You're just opening up a little bit to let the audience in, to almost give the audience a view into her world, into what she's seeing right now as he's in front of her.
Every day I love you more and more. Listen to my heart, can you hear it sing? Telling me to give you everything.
Now look, just before that camera moved there, I really wish this video stayed on them and really just focused on them so we could watch the whole thing. But anyways, just before that camera moved there, look at Karen acting through this song. And that's such a great lesson for actors who are in a duet situation. There are so many actors who are on stage and they fall into that habit of you sing, I sing, you sing, I sing. And it's so not that way. It's just because your counterpart is singing their part, your job isn't to just sit there and watch them sing. Your job is to fully emote and react to everything they're saying, right? So much of a duet is a conversation. And instead of thinking, oh, we were talking in a scene, we had some dialogue, and now we're singing, keep listening and reacting to everything your counterpart is doing on stage, because I promise you, it takes your performance from here to here and just makes it that much more realistic when you're not just sitting, waiting to sing your next piece of dialogue.
But I love you until the end may. Come what may.
I love that. It's such a small thing right there, but did you see that shift he makes all of a sudden? He makes that shift into taking it to a different level, and he could have delivered those come what mays directly to her in the exact same way he's been performing this song since the beginning, but he shifts. He gives himself an emotional beat and a place to go. And it's so smart of him, where there was no dialogue. Nobody said anything to him. Nobody made him change his focus. He's giving himself another layer to play on. So I do talk about layers a lot on this channel, of course. The first opening layer is this fantasy love that they have. And you just feel that fantasy you're in when you're in love with someone. Here he shifts into a different focus of, okay, love's not always going to be so perfect, love always not going to be so easy, and gives himself another way, another reason to keep playing the song. I've said it before in my responses to some comments on different videos, but you want to refrain from trying to play one note from start to finish. You need to have different layers, and you need to have different subtext to come back to. Otherwise, the song is just going to be one note all the way through, and that's not why it was written. That's quite boring to watch and quite boring to perform, really, for yourself, if one song is just the same note from beginning to end. So that's a small little detail, but it's a great shift for Aaron here, and I love seeing that.
I will love you to my dying day.
Oh, listen to how well he mixes that. It's so incredibly good. He has one of those classic musical theater sounding voices where his pitch is just so bright and so pure, and he mixes in that perfect diction, which gives you that musical theater bar to hit, right? So everyone who's in musical theater, that's the type of voice you're trying to aspire to, and that's the type of tone that is just so classic musical theater.
Suddenly the world seems such a perfect place. Suddenly it moves with such a perfect grace.
Oh, listen to how she's dropping her vowels. She's dropping her vowels to round out the sound and make everything sound pitch perfect. I just love the way she delivers her vocals, because nothing is harsh, nothing sounds sharp. It's just such easy listening to the entire way, and it's just, I love it. It just sounds so incredibly good.
And there's no mountain too high, no river too wide. Sing out this song and I'll be there by your side. Storm clouds may gather and stars may collide.
God, look how beautiful that set looks. That set is just absolutely magical, and the more videos I watch of this show over and over again, it makes me so anxious for Broadway to come back, because this is one of the shows, myself, much like many other people, this is one of the shows that is a must-see. You can tell by everything that's come out, this is one of the must-see shows right now on Broadway.
Come what may.
This is where the absolute brilliance of these two start to come out. Now, I talk about it a lot on this channel. When you're singing a duet, what's the point of a duet? Is for two voices to sound like one. I get it, and I understand a lot of times when there's characters and character voices, and you're trying to play what's right for your character, a lot of times you can't match perfectly with your counterpart in terms of whether it's harmony or not. A lot of times you can't match that sound. For me anyway, I would say when you're singing a duet, dial back that character just a little bit to be able to blend with your other actor. Because when those two that's the point of the duet, is you don't want all of a sudden two voices to be singing and you can just hear that it's so dissonant almost, to be able to hear the other actor coming off that blend a little bit. It's just so incredible when they're able to come together. There are times in this song, honestly, you forget whose voice is whose, And that's perfectly fine. That's exactly what you're going for. Off the top of my head, I cannot think of another musical theater duo that has been able to blend as well as they can. And maybe that's why they're Tony nominated, both of them. But as we listen to the end of the song now, just listen for it and enjoy how flawless and spot on their blend is, because it's absolutely incredible.
Come with me. Come with me.
L'amour. L'amour indeed. Tant de l'amour for how incredible these performers are. You know, I used to be such a hater on Aaron Tveit, and I don't know why. I have a very, very good friend of mine who, she absolutely loves him and would talk about him all the time, and I would always scoff and just roll my eyes whenever she would talk about him. And I can't for the life of me understand why. Like, shut up, Marc. He's absolutely fantastic. And this is one of the shows, once again, once Broadway returns, this is going to be one of those shows that everyone is going to say, I saw the original cast. I remember when I saw it, because it looks absolutely spectacular. Okay, that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and leave me some comments below of thoughts you had on this video and what you would like to see in the future. Until next time, I'm Marc Daniel Patrick, and thanks so much for watching.